Pence. I'm a 2023 senior at St. Joseph Ogden High School, and I'll be graduating this May.
A 6'6" senior, number 22.
You became the all-time leading scorer here at St. Joseph Ogden High School this past year. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means everything. I grew up watching some great St. Joseph Ogden basketball, and the all-time leading scorer, Brandon Trimble. He played for my brother. He actually played on my brother's team, and being able to watch their state championship run and back in 2016, and just being able to watch him thrive on the basketball court, and me being able to surpass that, it's something that I'm very proud of myself in, and something I really worked hard for. Yeah, I'm actually pretty good friends with Brandon. I used to work out with him here at the school when he was back from college ball in the summer. And when I broke it, he actually tweeted to me and he said that he was very happy for me, and that if someone was to break his record, that he was proud it was me.
What does it mean to you to be named WCIA 3 Player of the Year?
It means a lot. There's been some big names on that list, Michael Finke, Jalen Quinn, Tevin Smith, and for me to be on that list with those guys, it's something I've worked really hard for these past 4 years, and finally being able to accomplish it my senior year is something that I'm glad I was able to do.
Where do you get your athleticism from?
Definitely my parents. My mom and dad, they were both pretty good athletes who went on to play in college, and they were both jumpers as well, so I definitely think that's where I got mine from. I'm just a really big competitor. Whenever I go out on the court, I really want to win, and I'm a player who's going to lead my team, push my guys, and make sure we're all giving everything we possibly can. And I can do some things on the court, but I really pride myself in being a good leader and just a good competitor and trying to go out there and win ball games.
At what age did you get the starting spot?
In high school, I started my freshman year.
What is your workout routine?
I do a mix, whether it's between basketball or in the weight room. My high school coach, Kyle Duvall, he does a really good job pushing his players in the weight room, and we kind of do like a 3-day plan in the weight room where we do like a push-pull and then legs type of thing, which I've really liked, and it's helped me put on a lot of weight and strength and muscle these past few years. And then on the basketball court, it's just making sure I'm consistently getting up shots, working with different trainers, and just trying to improve my game.
So how many dunks did you have this year?
I think I had around 40. There are some games where I was able to get around 5 to 6 if we weren't playing as good a competition, but I would say around 40, yeah.
The favorite dunk you had all year?
I think a dunk I had against Teutopolis. It was a home game here, and I was able to get a steal and a fast break, and T-Town's big guy ran with me, and I was able to dunk it on him. I think a dunk that I can do that people wouldn't realize would probably be a 360 windmill.
What would be your favorite game to play in?
I think this past year we made it to the State Farm Holiday Classic championship up in Bloomington, and we were able to beat U-High by I think 11 or 12, but that game, it had a really good environment with lots of people there, and there were high stakes on the game since it was a championship game, and us being able to pull out that win, it was something that was really important for our program. I think the top few players I've played against, Cole Serta from Bloomington Central Catholic, Jalen Quinn, we played them in the summer last year. He was from Tuscola, and then Dylan Bazell, who recently passed away. A very sad story, and may he rest in peace. But he was from Prairie Central.
Besides the St. Joe Gym, What other gyms do you like to play in?
I think the past 4 years we've played, like I was talking about earlier, that holiday tournament in Bloomington, and to play at the Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan. It's a pretty nice gym in there, and it has some good rims, and Bloomington Central Catholic's gym. Both those places have really nice rims, and being a shooter, it definitely helps having those.
What will be the biggest improvement in your game since you were a freshman?
I think just the way I've kind of developed my body through the years. When I was a freshman, I was about 165, 170 pounds, and now I'm about 205. So I've worked really hard in the weight room so that I wouldn't get pushed around on the court. And being at that weight now, I can do a lot of things where I won't get pushed off my line, whether that's driving to the hoop, and I can use my body to get places on the court. So I think that's definitely been the biggest improvement that I've made.
Craziest game to be a part of?
My freshman year, we played Bismarck-Henning here in the regional championship game. And that year, going into that game, they were 32-0. And I think we were around probably 22-10 maybe. And it was a really good game, but the environment of that place, we had a sellout crowd here, and there was actually standing only in the game. And me being a freshman, I was kind of like a deer in headlights at the beginning of the game, just kind of like nervous, but I was able to settle in, and it was just a great environment to be a part of.
So what type of relationship do you have with Bloomington Central Catholic Jr., Cole Serta?
Actually have a really good relationship with him. I've played against him the past 3 years, and I've been able to get in contact with him. And I think we've really been able to get along and be there for each other like throughout the recruiting process because we've both been a part of it. And I think me being a year older, I can help guide him and give him tips throughout it and just make sure that the stress isn't getting too bad to him. But he's a really great player, and I've really enjoyed playing against him.
What colleges have offered you besides Illinois State?
My first offer was from Western Illinois, and after that, I was able to get Eastern Illinois, Wake Forest, Belmont, Illinois, Iowa State, Indiana State, Illinois, Chicago, and Loyola Chicago. My final three that it came down to was Illinois State, Belmont, and Wake Forest.
What went into your decision to go to Illinois State?
For me, it was just wanting to go to a place that felt the most like home for me. I wanted to have a really good relationship with the people there because ultimately that's who I'll be spending all my time with. And it's close to home, so I'll be able to. This was actually really important to me, it being close to home, because now I'll be able to share my experiences at Illinois State with my friends and my family. And I'm a big family guy, so that was something that was really important to me.
Coach Duvall meant to you?
He means everything. He's one of my favorite dudes on the planet. From my freshman year to now, he's pushed me hard to not only be a great player on the court, to be a good person outside of the court as well. He's just a guy who really loves his players, and he'll do anything for them. And I think our relationship is one of the closest relationships I have with anyone.
When did you realize that you had what it took to play at the college level?
I think the summer after 8th grade year is when I started to play travel basketball more seriously for a more serious program in Mid-Pro Academy out of Peoria. And I think when I really realized that I could actually make it to that college level was probably the summer after my freshman year. During that AAU season, I feel like I really pushed myself super hard during that time, and I was able to push myself above some other guys.
When you were a young kid, did you envision playing college basketball?
Yeah, it's always been a dream of mine. I've grown up at basketball tournaments for my brother, and just growing up watching St. Joseph Ogden basketball and various college basketball games. Now that I've been able to accomplish something like that, it's something I've dreamed for, and I'm really proud of myself that I've been able to accomplish it.
You're 6'6", 205 pounds. Do you have a goal as far as a weight or height that you would like to achieve before you get to the college level?
It definitely wouldn't hurt to put on a couple inches height-wise, but when I get up to ISU, they said they're going to play me around 215 pounds.
What would your legacy be as far as through the St. Joseph Ogden community?
I think not only just a competitor and a leader on the court, but someone that the youth of St. Joe can look up to. I've had a lot of experiences where kids were pretty excited to see me this year, and that means more to me than anything. I have done some pretty good things on the court, but to be able to walk around town and hear kids yell for me or ask me for autographs, that's something that I'll remember for the long run, and it's bigger in basketball.
Who is your biggest role model?
I think my biggest role model would be my brother, Jake Pence. He owns a couple real estate companies in Nashville, Tennessee, but over the years he's really helped shape me into the man I am today. He's just such a good person, and he has taught me a ton of things on the basketball court and how to be a great person in life as well. So he's someone that I love very much, and I'm proud he's my brother. St. Joseph Ogden, we love basketball here, and this community has been really good to me since my freshman year all the way up to my senior year. And for us to be able to put on some shows for them Tuesday and Friday nights, it's been something that I've really been glad to be a part of.
The Mid-Pro Academy. Mm-hmm. Where do you guys all travel to?
Throughout the past few years, we travel up to Milwaukee a lot, Indianapolis, Louisville, and then for our big tournaments, we've gone to like Atlanta, Dallas, and Orlando.
Tell me about what Michael Finke and Trent Meacham have done for you.
All right, so I'll start with Michael. I worked with Michael all last summer, and we really worked a lot with like wing type stuff when it comes to basketball, and he's really helped me enhance my skills, and obviously him being a high level player, he's been able to share stories with me and just really help prepare me. And then moving on to Trent, I've worked with Trent ever since COVID, and Trent, he's just an awesome guy. He's not only helped me with basketball stuff, but he's helped me in life too. Like my brother, he's a super good role model for everybody. And like outside of basketball, we do train a lot, but like me and him, we'll go out to eat as well and just talk, and he's a really good dude. It's definitely going to be a big change. But with me going to Illinois State, that's about an hour from my house, so if I was to ever need anything, I have a really good family and they'd be right there. But me being up there by myself, it's definitely going to be a transition, just because I am by myself, and I'm going to have to do a lot of things that I didn't have to before.
What's it like having your family supporting you, traveling to your games, and always being there for you?
It's super important for me. That's, like I said earlier, one of the biggest reasons that I chose to attend Illinois State next year is because I'll be able to have my family there. Throughout my life, they've been to everything, and to continue for them to be able to be at things, it's super important to me, and I just really cherish them. People wouldn't know that I'm actually a very humble person. I think with pretty good athletes that sometimes that goes away in a kid's mind just because they feel like they're better than everyone, but I want to be someone that everyone likes, and I don't put myself above anyone. I have dreams to play in the NBA, but that definitely isn't going to come easy. I'll have to really push myself and work hard, but I really want to take basketball as far as I possibly can, and I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can to get there. Definitely God, but my family as well. Without them, I couldn't have done any of this. And then my coaches, Coach Duvall and Gavin Sullivan, my AAU coach, my trainers, Brandon Hine, Trent Meacham, and Michael Finke, and then my teammates in the St. Joseph Ogden community as well.
You're one of the more athletic players I've seen, but also I look forward to watching you at Illinois State. Good luck to you in your career.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button on Rep King Media. I'd really appreciate it. When you go to the videos on YouTube, hit like and comment on all the videos that I post. Thank you so much for your incredible support. I really appreciate it.